Hello, everybody. So today I'd like to talk to you about civics. What are we going to do teaching civics? Well, what you can do is take a look under ESL Civics on the teacher's website, Teacher's Lounge. That's heavy into curriculum. And what you'll see there is a calendar, which kind of gives us what we're teaching. This is pre-planned and you can't deviate from it as a teacher. So the first thing every level will be teaching is the healthcare co-op. Okay? So now just knowing that inside my head, what do I do next? So the very next thing I do is I go to the CASAS website. And on the CASAS website, you can log in and you should all have an account on there. If not, you can create one under Metro Ed, okay? And then when you go to the CASAS catalog, you'll be able to see a lot of information, all kinds of goals, answer sheets, instructional resources. All of these are hyperlinked, okay? And you can see the co-op and the timing and things that will help you just think about teaching civics and what we're doing to teach civics, okay? Rosalie Ruiz is our test coordinator and accountability specialist for the CASAS. She will help organize the testing for the different EL Civics co-ops, okay? So it's really important for us to see how the students do on this and how they make their gains, okay? So that's just one booklet on there. So if you're going to take a look at your integrated civics plan, right? It's really important to kind of take a look at all of these different ideas on here and become acquainted with them. It's very different from what's been done here in the past. So what's been done in the past is kind of a binder system where they had a curriculum specialist print up a bunch of binders for teachers at all different levels, and they would give them the binder and they would make copies, and there were different activities in the binder, and we're not really doing that anymore because of COVID times. So what you want to do after you take a look at your calendar and you found out what you're testing on, then you're going to go to your Canvas class, okay? You're going to go online. And there's a place called Commons, okay, to your resource when you're on your dashboard. So when you join Canvas and you see all the classes that you're going to be teaching, there is one that's already pre-made for you with the healthcare co-op, okay? And this is our binder system, plus a bunch of digital resources that you can easily find online, okay? So if I click online, where do I find this? I can find this exact thing on Commons. If I go to the Commons website, I'll easily be able to type in the co-op that I created for us, and I'll be able to see it. So if I'm searching, I can go healthcare. Oh, there it is. Healthcare co-op, Jenna Cestone-Greene. So I can click, and then I can go ahead and import this directly into my class, okay? You can make it a copy the resource link, or you can add it to your favorites. So there, if you look down, you can see all of these coincide with all of the co-ops that are currently on there. Okay, there's readings, there's a tech lesson involved in the lungs, then it matches different fun things like Ed Puzzle. So this is the civics curriculum, okay? Really important. So at the end, what we're going to ask you to do is usually we would do some record sheets, okay? So the record sheets now, if we scroll down, there will be a health co-op post-testing doc. So if you click on this document, it's going to take you to an Excel spreadsheet, just like we were using in the spring. Okay, so what we're going to do is open up this task sheet, and what you'll see at the bottom is that everyone's name is here. So if I am Romero is teaching ESL 2, I would go ahead and copy and paste a new roster in there. This roster is probably the same as last year, and I would have the ID numbers here. And then I would say if it's 8 points out of 14 for the first tasks, okay, you're going to open with Google Sheets and you'll be able to edit. And then if it has 3 tasks, then you would use all 3 columns. If it doesn't, then you don't. Okay, it's a very fluid document. And then at the bottom, what we had before, and Lepe asked us to do this, if you remember, she wanted to have some comments at the bottom. And so we're going to continue with the comments at the bottom. So all of these students are not your students. They're not your students. Those aren't your students. It's just a sample of what it's going to look like. Okay, so if we go to the front and there's a sample, the top would be the teacher. You can put your name or you could just leave it at the bottom. Okay, since LaCusen's not going to teach ESL 3, she's going to be teaching ESL 4. So we need to change these tabs. It's very easy to do that, and I haven't done it yet. I'm going to add Lisa Palm to this as well. And Let is not teaching civics. We're going to have Romero and Lepe's teaching 2 sections and Batra's teaching 1. So I'll create another sheet for you. You'll click on your tab and then you'll be able to see it. And that's where you'll enter the grades at the end when we do our post-testing. Now, of course, Rosalie always sends you a CASAS report so that you can see your students' grades individually and you'll see how they're doing as well. In part 2 of our calendar, in October, we will be doing DMV at the lower levels. So that will be Lisa Palm and Romero. They can choose to create a little team so they can team teach together. And we will be teaching SIP prep at ESL 3 to ESL 6 level. And once again, you'll be able to find all of that under comments. I will be posting that as well, which has a very familiar scanning of a binder. But basically online, there are many, many, many other resources to use for citizenship prep. One of those is our cyber civics unit that we used in the spring. So if you need to be reminded of all of those apps, I will be posting them on the Curriculum Teachers Lounge. So the Canvas Teachers Lounge is really about like our how do we do school with our forms and all of our professional development of how to get into school. But the Teachers Lounge curriculum page that really talks about all of our websites and our library books and things that we use to actually teach this course material, these things are also on the SVAE page, the staff lounge, okay? And then of course this links to the SVAE website, our formal website, okay? All right, so hopefully that answers a lot of your civics questions today. I'm not putting the DMV up until later, probably 2 or 3 weeks, as well as citizenship prep. Okay, so everyone should be focused on health co-op. There's no need to see that new curriculum just yet. Okay, thank you.